Good morning. So, I videoed for about 15 minutes before I started this video, and I forgot to push the record button. So we're going back, all the way back up the street. So, good morning from in the woods, Homestead. Me and Ozark puppy, I'll show you, are on a walk this morning. Huh, Bubba? Are you excited? Likes his walks. So this morning we're going and just kind of poking around the homestead. We actually, a little funny fact about our homestead is that we have Ozark. Come on. We actually have, I guess he's leaving. Are you leaving? Is this boring? Okay, bye. We actually have a driveway that circles our whole property. So when I go for a walk, I can just walk around the property, and it's, about 5 acres, so you get to walk all the way around it. But I do have an animal with me this morning. That's Dabitha. She's fast. Okay. Dabby. Beauty berry. So, what I was saying earlier is that there are lots of things that you probably don't even know that are around you that are really tasty treats. So basically, you kind of, and this bush isn't a very good specimen. It's leaning over, so I'm gonna go to this one. All right, so basically, these are what's called a beauty berry. See if you can see that. These are really pretty berries. A lot of people think they're poisonous. Not to be confused with poke salad, but these are actually, they're not very good when you eat them off of the bush. So coming off like this, probably not going to be the best thing. But you can make jellies, teas, and basically all you do is you get that berry off of there, you put it in some boiling water, you brew a tea out of it, you strain it, add some pectin, and you've got a very bright, beautiful beauty berry pink jelly. So it's really cool. I love it. It's very, very good. The sweetness comes out in the pectin, and it's delicious. It's good on everything. Little girls love it because it's very, very fuchsia pink, and it's awesome. Look at him. Here, see him being a good boy. Watch. Come on, Bubba. Ozark, come here. Come here. He said no. So our next thing I'm going to show you what's called a sumac, if I can find one this morning. A lot of people have seen them. There are 3 different kinds of sumac. Make sure you're not around a whole lot of water when you find it, because the one that's near the water is actually poisonous. Hi, Bubba. Oh. Ozark, are you being handsome? Can you sit? Good boy. Good boy. Let's go. Alright, let's go find some sumac, Bubba. We also had blackberries this week. Or not this week. This summer. And they were delicious. I would come out here on my lunch break and actually eat blackberries instead of normal lunches. I would just eat blackberries and probably some cheese. So, hi, bub. Can you sit? And you guys, if you didn't know, I used to be a dog trainer. So, if you ever see me constantly asking the dogs to sit, and he knows to sit, he's just being, yeah. Okay, good boy. He burped. That's very attractive. Very attractive, Ozark. Ozarkius. There's all kinds of other flowers and things you can make out of, or teas that you can make out of flowers and things, and I might do a video on that a little bit later. I actually was a little bit lazy this morning, or this week, in making this video. Last week I was good. I actually made the video week before, and it was fine. But this week, different story. We have been busy, so. Someone got stuck here. This is part of our property. We can just make this a tour of the property, huh? Huh, Ozark? Here's our neighbors. They have trash. And here's a part of our little creek. You can't barely see it. It's very grown up. One day, all of this is going to be cleaned up. All of it. Look at that fog. Hee hee. Ozark, come on. Bubba. Come on. So Ozark is a livestock guardian dog, and he is starting to learn that his job is to protect our property. And he's been wanting to venture, huh? And show everybody what he needs to do. Good boy. And, yeah. So he hasn't been staying in his pen. And there's other dogs in the neighborhood, so we don't want them getting into it or anything. I'm a little bit of a stickler when it comes to my animals. I don't like them getting into fights. I don't like them getting into other people's stuff. So we keep them put up otherwise. But I know that eventually this guy is going to need to do this most of the time. And if he knows that this is his spot, then he will do that. Because he's a good boy. Huh, Ozark? You sit? You sit? Come on, Bubba. You being stubborn because we're out here? Just because we're out here doesn't mean you don't have to sit. Come on. Good boy. Whoa, you guys, I want to show you guys this. Just because it's beautiful this morning. Look at that web. Can you see it? I don't know if you can really see it as much as I can. It's impressive. Okay, come on, Ozark. I only got one little cookie left. I bribe my babies with cookies, so I don't have children. I would bribe them too. Aha, here is a sumac. Now let me see if there's still any goodness on it. This one looked like it's been picked bare. Okay, we'll go down here. So here's the other entrance to our property. It's pretty neat because a lot of people don't know this is the entrance, but I guess the whole world does now. Oh, Ozark. Usually around here, I'll just give you a little tidbit. You can find what's called wavelite, or wavelite, or I don't know how to say it, but it's usually only here. Like they can find it here, and that's about it around this area. Let's see if I can find some for you guys before we. Hi, bub. Let's see. Do you guys hear those cows in the background? I don't know exactly how far they are from us, but they are so loud. I know I found a really good piece the other day that was stuck in the ground and I couldn't get it out. So let me see if I can find that and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, my eyes aren't as good this morning. I'm not awake enough. But here's a piece. Alright. Hi, Bubby. So you see this right here? Ooh. Oh, come on. Get in focus. This green on this rock right here. usually does not look like that. It's usually circular and like spherical, and it's got like these little starbursts. It's beautiful. I'll put a picture of it in there. You guys can see. Okay. There's another part of our little creek. Ooh, look at that big old ant pile. I'm glad I didn't step in that. Okay, so there's, I don't know if you guys can see it through all this brush. Our neighbor came down and tore up all my trees that were pretty right here. But anyway, our little creek runs all the way through here. It's beautiful. It's really only here whenever it's raining pretty hard or consistently. So, Bubba, what are you doing? Let me find sumac tree that still has some sumac on it. Okay, here's a little one, and I'll zoom in on it. It's not the best thing for it, but if you ever see these little things that look like this that hang off the trees, those things are delicious. They are sour, and when I was little, my dad would, when I was just being fussy or whatever in the car when we're on trips, usually out to West Arkansas, he would stop. He called them cowlicks. I didn't know what they were. I just haven't always known them as cowlicks. Dad said that they would lick them because they're sour and they taste good. So when I was a kid, I licked them. It kept me busy. So yeah, it was delicious. And I picked some a couple weekends ago for our friend Megan's little girl Naomi, and she licked them. At first she wasn't about it. Of course they look dirty. They aren't very pretty plants, but it's very good. And she licked it and said, "It tastes like sour candy." And it does. It tastes just like sour candy. It's really good whenever you make a tea out of it. And oh, I didn't know I was looking at myself. Anyway, you make a tea out of it, and it's like lemonade. It's very, very good. You can make a tea, you can make a lemonade. But I also want to show you guys something else. So you guys saw my post on our Instagram about the Indian pipe. I just found a big little bunch of them. But yeah, Ozark, stop. Right there. I'm not gonna disturb them because I'll show you some other ones in our yard. But they are cool. They're plant. I do not know as much about these ones. I just learned about them. So don't take anything I say for a promise or anything. I'm not very skilled in a lot of these things. I just know the sumac. Ooh, I ran right to a spider web. I know the sumac. I know the beautyberry. Ozark, come here, Bubba. Hold on. Okay, so here's another funny thing. I planted flowers back in the spring. I'll show you. Planted them over there. It rained a whole bunch. There's all my flowers. So there's that. Here's the other part of our driveway. It is not as cleared as the other. We have gravel right here. This was actually supposed to go in our other driveway that's all dirt right now. But the guys that brought the gravel weren't very cautious, and they came down here in the rain and they thought that they could drive down through here, and they got stuck right here, like half of their dump truck. It was pretty gnarly. So we have not got it up there because they had to dump it out to get themselves out. Oh, you know what? Ozark! I forgot about spider webs this morning. And I am the first one in these woods that's a human being and not can walk underneath them all. So, I gotta find a stick. I need a stick. Can you come with me? Yeah. Okay. Please don't be any spideys on it. Okay, so this is our spiderweb getter first thing in the morning. Okay. Sean wanted me to talk about comfrey. I'm not really. I know we have it here, but I have not done any research on it. I should, but I have not. So, sorry. I'll do another video on that one later. I'm going to show you guys this Indian pipe. Did you know you could also make tea out of pine needles? There's Ellie Mae. They have eaten this morning. Whoa, look. Oh, now you guys see? But look at this. Cool thing, I'm not sure what these mushrooms are, but I will look them up later and I will find out. But here's the cool thing about those is that the Indian pipe actually feeds off of it gets its nutrients from well, it's not a fungus, so it gets its nutrients from fungus, and where the fungus gets nutrients from the tree, layman terms. It's the only way I can do it. I can't tell you like just how much and what, but they don't photosynthesize. So, hi babies, good morning. See, Mama's up early, isn't she? Yeah. Okay. I'll hang around the yard for a minute before I go over and talk about the Indian pipe. Where's Ozark? Come on, Bubba. Here. Whew. If you couldn't tell, that hill has a little bit of an incline, so I'm out of breath. I have to catch my breath. So Indian pipe is, I found it the other day. We were putting up the fence right here where Papa Goat and Zach are. Hi guys. You guys have eaten this morning? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. With the Indian pipe, we were over here and I was like, whoa, what is that mushroom? I've never seen that before. And I had to go look it up and see what it is. So I did, and let me see if I can find a good spot where I can get it. Looks like this one's gonna be the best one. Okay. This is the one I took pictures of because it's so close. But here it is right here. Actually, I'll show you this little one because it's right here. Woo. Focus. So with Indian pipe, it's white because it has no chlorophyll. It does not get its nutrients from the sun. It gets it from pine trees and other mushrooms. So basically, it's gonna grow where these other two types of mushrooms grow, which right now, I'm not seeing them. So I'm very interested in how this is growing here. But it is, so we know it's here somewhere. And I will find out what those other mushrooms are. But, so they're one of the only plants that actually get their nutrients from trees. But they don't hurt the trees in the process, which is awesome. It's so neat. But I looked up to see if there was any medicinal qualities to this, and it says that it can treat pain It's good for pain, and it kind of, from what I've watched and what I've read, it says that it doesn't really take the pain away. It doesn't take the pain away, but it will make it to where you can tolerate it more, which is pretty neat. They also call it ghost plant because of the whiteness, and it usually grows in a very wooded area that's got good soil, a good dark canopy. I was actually just teasing Sean, and I used to, before we decided to call it In the Woods, I thought about calling it the Dark Woods Homestead because they were so dark. It was like, it could be beautiful outside, and you drive through our driveway and there's the darkest woods I've ever seen. Just like all the woods black all the time. And I'm guessing it's just good soil. They've been there for a while, so it's done the soil some good. I don't know. But these are some dark woods. They're also filled with a bunch of briars. Look, right there. And we've had to clear them, and it's not fun. So, ooh, I just found a really pretty spell. Oh, okay, let's go look at it, because I haven't seen this one yet. Oh, I stood up too fast. Spider webs. This is how you know you love plants, as you go tracing through the woods. Ooh, here's one that's got its thing open. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, when you pick these, guess what? They turn black. See? They get bruised. I don't know if we can see that, but they get bruised. Look at these. Wow. Pretty. Anyway, when you pick them, you want to pick them from like right here, and these little petals and stuff. But they'll turn black, so you don't want. You want to immediately put them in some alcohol. These are, or some vodka or something to make a tincture. There's ants all over them. But they will turn purple. And it'll look kind of like iodine. I think it's iodine. Very neat plant. I'm so excited to have it. There's a lot of native things about. Oh, guess what? Right next to my. Look at that. Look at that beauty berry. I could have just walked in here this morning. I didn't even have to walk all the way around the property. So, anyway, there's a lot of Native American stories behind it that I don't know if they're true Native American stories, but I've heard them online. This is what they've been referenced to because it's called an Indian pipe, is that they're sacred areas. And you guys, I had found an arrowhead here. Okay? I don't know. But, pretty neat stuff. Supposedly they had their, I can't think this morning, I'm not awake enough. Okay, I'll just edit that in there. Anyway, for the ceremonies and things like that, this is where supposedly it would grow. Sometimes you can find it in red, and they say that's where women of Native women have lost or shed blood. Who knows? I think it's just a folklore thing, but a very neat story anyway. So, very cool plant. I'm so excited to have it on our property. It apparently thinks it's as sacred as I do. So, there's just something about having your own property, your own spot, to be able to call it yours. And no one can take it away from you. At least for now. We're supposed to live in the world or the country that's free. We'll see. I have a good feeling that, you know, I'm rambling. Oh, one other thing. It came with me this morning, but on our way through the woods, I'm going to show you this funny little thing. I don't know what they're called, but when I was a kid, we'd eat these too. They're pretty good. If they get stuck to you, just eat them. Ooh, they kind of have a cucumbery taste. Green. They're good. They're not bad. They just stick to everything. Alright. We're going to say bye to Zach. And then... Zach, you going to tell him bye? Tell him bye. Tell him bye, Bubba. No? Tell him bye. He doesn't say bye. Okay, fine. Hi, dogs. Bye.